Peterson has looked absolutely terrible.
This is LA Kings Fan Talk with your boys, Rodney, Rob, Darren, and Joe.
What's up, Kings fans? Welcome to another show. Well, it happened. Number 92, Brandt Clarke, has officially made the team. So with Copley and Moverari clearing waivers, we're here to talk Kings opening night roster and Game 1 preview. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Just kidding, we have no sponsor. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and cross-check that notification bell. All right, boys.
Or don't.
Where do you want to start?
We'll still be here.
Bartender's choice. Who wants to start this off?
Okay. Very happy that Moverari cleared waivers. But he was the one I was worried about. But finalized roster, we have 2 right-handed forwards and 5 right-handed defensemen. I know that just gets into some people's craw in the comments and into Joe a little bit. Joe's a little worried about everyone being left-handed forward, and I think everyone's worried about it, all the right-handed defensemen. But the roster is finalized, and regardless if they're ambidextrous, I like the roster right now. So
I'm liking the way it looks too. Is everybody on agreement that on the third and fourth line setup that they put out today? So there'd be followed Byfield, Velarde on the third line, and on that bottom line it would be Lizotte, Kaliev, and Grunstrom.
Yeah, I could see that being how they line up. I mean, I think Velarde earned some playing time with us playing the preseason, but if he does what he did last season and lit it up in preseason and kind of, doesn't live up to it, then, we have Lemieux, we have Jad, so we put them right back in. So,
what about our defensive pairings? Do you guys think Clarke will make the opening night roster? Obviously, he made our starting roster, but is he going to play Tuesday night?
I don't think he will against Vegas, just because they're a bigger team. I think they'll probably try and not shelter him necessarily, but Vegas is a bigger, heavy team, and he's kind of a slighter guy. So
you're thinking Walker and Edler on that bottom pairing?
Yeah, probably.
Rob, what do you think?
I think he plays. Might even be a possibility of them dressing 7, right? Or is that an absolute no?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably between the forwards. They're not going to sit Lizotte, so it'd be Grunstrom, Velarde.
No, it would be
Kaliev.
Lizotte is who I would figure that they would just run.
Lizotte is coach's favorite player, so I don't think he's getting benched right now.
He should be. He's the only one out there trying every freaking shift.
Yeah, no, I agree. So
I just
don't think they run 7.
Yeah, it's rare that any team uses 7 defensemen. That's not going to happen. That's my opinion on that.
So, Joe, what are you thinking? You thinking Walker or Clarke is going to play?
Honestly, I have no idea. But put it this way, I would guess if if Clarke doesn't play the first game, he'll play the second game. They'll probably milk the 9 games and see where they're at, sort of attitude. But yeah, I mean, I would put him out there. Just might as well get it over with. Just see what you got.
Yeah,
Make it quicker, sooner than later.
Don't care if they do or don't. But in my opinion, in a fan's opinion, Clarke is better than Walker right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Walker's going to take a little time to get back up to game speed. So, based on what they did in the preseason, I'm thinking Clarke will be in there. The only thing that makes me think he might not be in there is that they're not playing Lemieux, who they kind of played along with Doty in the preseason to be his bodyguard after he took that nasty hit in the preseason. So, or in the rookie tournament, I should say. So what do you guys think? Play Quick until he loses, or are they going to start right off the bat, Quick and Peterson every other game?
I would go back and forth until it becomes clear that one guy can't carry the load, and go from there.
Yeah, I think they do what they did kind of towards the middle back half of the last season, where it was like 2, maybe 3 games at a time, and like, you know, if you have a stinker in game 1, they switch you right away, and if, you know, even if you're playing well, they'll swap them out. So I think it's all about keeping Quick fresher for the playoffs. So as long as Peterson isn't playing, you know, absolutely terrible, they'll swap him.
I want to talk about my legitimate concern about Cal Peterson.
Let's hear it.
I don't want to be that negative this early, because you know how positive I'm always am about. We shouldn't say too many bad things about these guys. They're our favorite team, so I don't. But Peterson has looked absolutely terrible. I think he's never looked this bad.
I don't even know if it's being negative. I think it's being a realist. It does not look good.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't want him to be bad. I want him to be worth every penny of his $5 million. He was terrible in the preseason.
I don't think the stats matter. I do think he didn't look very good. And I don't know if that's, I've said it before. I feel like Peterson plays to his defensive level. And I don't know if it's just one of those, like, it's preseason. So, like, how much are they going to try, you know, are they trying 100% in the preseason? You know, guys like Doughty and Anderson who are on the team, you know what I mean? So
my brother claims it was all second period long shift stuff. That's the only reason why the Kings were so bad, is because the second period long shift, long change.
Yeah, could be. I mean, we'll see how it goes. You don't think so? I know he wasn't sharp, but I'm not like concerned because, I mean, look at what he did last season. He was a 890 goalie for the first half, and then from January on he was, you know, a serviceable 908 guy. Like, and again, I understand that's not what we're paying him to be. We're paying him to be a 920 goalie, but, you know, I think he can bounce back if he does have a couple bad games. So
I just think we're that good defensively that we've been hiding how bad he is.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible, but again, he plays to his defense. So if we play good defense, then he'll get us the wins that we need to.
Well, then let's give you league minimum and you go play goal then.
I don't think we want that. I'll have too much corners over here. So
yeah, it is what it is. Goaltending. We're definitely living and dying by Quick right now for sure. But I also think that whether the defense was trying or not, I don't care. My biggest plus from the preseason was them scoring goals.
Yeah,
and a lot of them. And
I could definitely see us being more of a 4-3 type team instead of what we've been accustomed to the last few years of, if we win, it's 3-2, 2-1 kind of deals. So I could see us being a little bit more high scoring with Fiala.
According to people at Kings practice today, Kings power play unit 1 is Arvidsson, Kopitar, Kempe, Fiala, and Doughty. What do you guys think about that top power play unit?
This sounds good to me. I mean,
yeah, it's been working, right?
Yep.
So what, Arvidsson takes Velarde's spot in front of the net?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
It looked like in the preseason they were doing a lot of moving and shifting, and so I wouldn't like that. May be how they enter the zone and how they kind of set up, but it looks like they were moving a lot. The only thing I didn't like was their bumper plays. They looked a little awkward when they try and do those little 3-foot passes to the bumper for a shot. They were very telegraphed, but I think that just comes with practice.
It's very interesting that like you move Kopitar to like the opposite side of the ice and then put Kempe like right next to him, and they're scoring goals like it's easy. And then when Kempe's on the other side of the ice, there's still that option. Anyways, just like that one little move, like how much of a difference that makes, and who knows how long that will last. But it's definitely a breath of fresh air.
So you're a fan of Jim Hiller so far?
Total Hiller fan.
Hiller and Grunstrom for the win. All right, so power play unit 2 lined up with Velarde in front of the net with Deneau, Moore, Kaliev, and Dursey. What do you guys think about that?
I think the only question on this one is if Clarke plays, is he in the Dursey spot? Or when he plays, is he in the Dursey spot?
I would almost rather have Dursey and Clarke there and pull Moore out for the power play.
Yeah, I could buy that too.
What do you think, Rob?
Rob doesn't like it for some reason.
No, I'm just thinking this is what depth does for us, is the options just don't stop. But you pull more out, put in Clarke. Clarke can carry the puck just like Mark can. It's just more of a go get him in the corners.
Right.
So it'd be a little different, but the options abound. I like both power plays as long as they're scoring. Obviously, it's going to be good.
I'm just happy to not see Iafallo on any of these power plays. And I know you guys are big Iafallo fans, but I'd much rather him just stick on a penalty kill.
No, he doesn't. I'm a big Iafallo fan. He doesn't belong on the power play. He's a 5-on-5 PK guy for sure.
How many games did the Kings win this year? Let's go with random stuff.
Yeah, how many points are going to be? Let's talk about.
Let's go points. Let's say points.
Let's go points for everybody.
Yeah.
We go with 99.
I see what you did there. I'm gonna go with 102.
I was gonna say probably about 103, 102, something like that. Like a little bit better than last season.
Rob bid $1.
Here comes the 105.
101.
He's gonna say 103.1.
101. We break the 100 point mark would be fantastic. I hate mentioning other people on the podcast, but that graphic you sent, Darren, of the spit and chiclet assholes.
Yeah.
I don't understand everyone that puts all 3 Canadian Pacific teams, like if they're just God's gifts. I just don't understand it.
Are they all Canadians that put that?
Practically.
I don't remember. I don't see Vegas. That's the one that I'm still questionable about because of
their goaltending, right?
They've lost so many guys in their goaltending, and I'm just like, I mean, I know they have Eichel and they're gonna have him for a full season this year, but like, I don't know. They lost Pacioretty. I feel like they lost. Who was that guy they tried to trade, and then their goalies? Like, I don't know, but. Who knows? That's the one that I see falling. I could see Vancouver being there if they play like they did the second half last year, but I don't know.
Also, kind of along a little different subject, but when people are talking about which teams are going to make it in the Pacific, out of the Pacific and in the Western Conference, what I'm not understanding, well, I guess I understand to an extent, but the Pacific has the 2 best players on the planet in Draisaitl and McDavid. Calgary is loaded up the yin yang. You got some of the best young talent on the expansion Kraken. You know, the Kings are just a wealth of depth. You know, and then Vegas has Jack Eichel, Stone. You know, there's big time players in the Pacific, and I don't understand why people hate so much on why they think it's just so bad. If your centers, your top two centers are the guys that are on the ice for the most part, and then your number one defensemen. Look at who you have to run through in the West, in the Pacific. You got to run through Danault and Kopitar. You got to run through Draisaitl and McDavid. You got to run through Doughty. You got to run through Uyghur. You got to run through these guys that are just, I don't know. I thought they're pretty tough to play against, but
yeah. Even Seattle, like that. If those two kids are good, like that could be a monster team in a couple of years. They built around it right. Beniers and Wright, like
Beniers and Wright, way better than Zegras and McTavish. Way
I believe
better. Don't you think, Joe?
Yeah, I didn't know that like McTavish had a kid in the NHL, and then I don't know why the Kings fans boo him, but I fully support that.
Keys of the game?
Keys to victory for the Kings tomorrow. Darren, what do you think?
I think it's just how well they play against Eichel. I think he in the preseason he was the straw that stirred the drink for Vegas. So however they play against Eichel will probably determine the winner of the game. So either that or they just do what they did last year and scored 6 goals.
Joe?
Well, it really just comes down to if Grundstrom plays like Grundstrom can, we got this. It's really, I mean,
I
all
love
it comes down to.
I love it.
So we got to play Tonka a little more than 9 minutes a game, is what you're saying.
No, I'll go Daryl Sutter. We just need to score 4 goals if they score 3. And we'll win. I guarantee you if we do that, we'll win.
Yeah. Power play. I know we're a 5-on-5 team, but
That was last year. Right now, we're a power play team this year.
I'll be the hockey analyst on every single network. Special teams play a major part in the success of a team. But yeah, I think if our penalty kill keeps them off the score sheet, and if we're +1 on the special teams, I think we win. Hey there, LA Kings fan talk fans. I'm gonna have a little meet and greet in Vegas.
What?
I'm going to Vegas. I told you I'm going to Vegas, and the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It's going to be start of the hockey season, start of basketball season, NFL football, college football, horse racing, NBA basketball. Did I already say that? And the playoffs in baseball. So I'm going to be inside of a sports book just for an entire.
Well, you can't say
hours.
a sports book. You got to mention these sports books so that all these fans can come get your autograph and hang out and talk some Kings hockey.
I would say Bally Sportsbook, but they have closed it. So I'll either be at the Paris Sportsbook or I'll walk next door to Planet Hollywood, one or the other.
All right, let's talk about the upcoming schedule. The next few games. Who do we have?
Okay, so
upcoming schedule.
We start the schedule off with Vagina Go Kings. I said VGK. The Golden Knights on Tuesday, the Kraken on Thursday at home, and then we go on a 5-game road trip. Minnesota finishes out the first week, and the second week, the 4 teams we play: Detroit, Nashville, back-to-back nights, Pittsburgh, and Washington before we come back home.
That sounds actually kind of favorable. I could see us coming back with a winning record after that road trip. What do you guys think?
I mean, I was looking at the first 10 games. It's pretty, I feel like it's a tough schedule because that next week we have Tampa Bay and Toronto, Winnipeg in the middle. But could see this being like, 5-4-1 or something like that coming out of that schedule. Couple tough games in there. You don't think so? What do you think, Rob?
First 10 games, 7-3, boy.
Okay.
Come on. What kind of
6-3
fan are you?
Yeah, I mean, I could see it, but
Talk to me,
see
Joe.
that
What's our record at the first 10 games, Joe?
6-3-2.
They played 11 games in 10 games. That's awesome.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Rodney, what's our record at the first 10 games?
6-2-2.
8-2. I'm going out there.
See?
8-2.
Hot start.
Optimist.
Hot start.
Hot start. Yeah. It's not December yet. We're not doing our little, we're going to start off the season good.
We win the first 7 games.
yeah, I mean, I think Nashville in the back half of that back-to-back could be tough. And then Pittsburgh, Washington are both. Washington, I think,
you're
is
just
a little
basing everything off of last year. It's old stuff,
No,
Darren.
no,
It's new season. It's new season.
It's the new season.
I understand it's a new season. I mean, we still got guys who are coming back from injuries, who are a little, need to get up to game speed and stuff like that.
Darren, I'm good. I'm good with all this as long as these are your original thoughts and you're not spouting off something else that somebody in Spit and Chip would say.
That's the way it goes.
I'll say 5-3-2. How's that? Yeah. What is that? 12 points out of 10 games.
And
You got bullied. You got bullied into
inches on
changing
top
your
of
answer. Please let's try and be as positive as we can with these guys.
Only because you're asking, Rob.
I know there's some people that claim to be Kings fans and all they do is just talk crap about every single player. And I guess if you're a true fan, I guess that's your right? But how do you hate so many people but still call yourself a fan of the team? It's hard.
Yeah.
Everybody name the most random Kings player from the past they can think of. Joe, go ahead.
Jim Hiller.
Nice. Darren, this is not going to go back that far, but go ahead, Darren.
No, it won't. I'll go Colin Frazier. I don't know if that's that random or not, but
Well,
You're random.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Stanley Cup winner.
Rob, who do you got?
Yari Karlati.
Ooh. Yeah. That guy might have had a good career if it wasn't for all the drugs. Anyway.
I'm gonna change. Can I change mine to Oscar Moeller,
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
the original Alex Turcotte?
Only if you remember what number he was when he was on the Kings.
9, right?
Yeah, boy.
Pretty good. I'm gonna go Dougie Shmolik. That was Joe's favorite player back in the day.
I want to change mine also. I'm going with Ron Duguay. First Kings game I went to in the 80s, he had no helmet on.
He had that flow.
Taking warm-ups, and he threw a puck to me, and it went over my head, and some old man grabbed it, and I didn't get it, but I'll always remember that, because the rest of the game was like, that guy has no helmet on. His hair is flowing.
He had the flow. He was the original flow, way before Kempe. Wait, so you're saying that old man behind you grabbed the puck, or he grabbed your head?
No, he grabbed the puck, yeah. Yeah, he didn't grab me, luckily.
Okay, I want to change my answer then too.
Go ahead.
One of the reasons why I wore
Go
number 8,
wrong.
Dmitry Kristich,
Oh,
Ukrainian superstar.
yes. Love me some
And
Dimitri.
since Dominic Hasek was in the news today for talking crap about the Russian player that I guess Svechnikov's brother on the Sharks, are they brothers?
Yeah.
Anyways, played in Czech, and Hasek got all bent out of shape, says NHL's no longer allowed in Czech Republic ever again. Because I don't know, is he the prime minister now? So since a lot of that has a lot to do with Russia and Ukraine, I'm changing my mind to Dmitry Kristich.
Everybody, who make your pick. Who is going to score the first goal for the Kings tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it.
Joe, go.
Brunstrom.
Rob.
Trevor Moore.
Ooh, nice. All right, Darren.
I'll take Byfield.
All right, I'm gonna say the hot hand scores it. I'm gonna go with Velarde. First goal. All right, Kings fans. That's our show for today. Until next time, stay classy and go Kings, go. Sure, you
Go
can.
Kings!